What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Coyote Car channel. I'm Derek and today I'm going to be showing you another quick tip, so stay tuned. Today I'm going to be showing you how to check your fluids. First thing you need to know is how to pop the hood. My hood on my truck is located right here. It says hood right on it. You just pull that and you'll hear it release. On my wife's Jeep, it's located in pretty much the same spot. It's right here. And it's got a little car emblem with a hood on it. You just pull that and you'll hear it click. Older vehicles like my 73 Dart, it's a two-part system and it's all located right up here near the front. Pull this over to the side, this little mechanism under there, and then you grab this section right under here and it releases the hood. You only need two things for this job, some paper towels and the fluids you're going to need to replace. Usually a couple different ways that these hoods are open once you've pulled the lever. On the truck, it's really easy. Pull up and there's just a little lever right here. You just push up and then the whole hood opens up. On our Jeep, it's kind of the same thing, a little bit. You pull up and you put your hand in down, feel around, and there's a lever here. Push to the side and lift up. Now I've seen them that way, and I've seen them where you pull up and then you reach in with your hand under, pull over, and then pull up, and then the mechanism's actually in the hood up here. Let's start with first things first. If your car is overheating, you want to look for the coolant reservoir. The coolant reservoir is going to be located near the radiator. So we've got the radiator here, here's the radiator cap, and on older vehicles this is where you used to fill it up. But on these newer vehicles, this is a 2006, you fill it up in this overflow or engine coolant fill up. You never ever want to turn this open while the car is still hot. You want to wait till it's cold, and the way you open it is you push down and twist, and it'll open right up. And this one is totally topped off in here. And as we can see, I put a mark here when we were low on coolant one time, just so that way we could see where we were filling it up to faster. And you want to make sure on this one it's on the side here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Where it says full, and then below that it says add. So in this case, if you need to add some, you just pop the cap and add in coolant to the desired height. So here's my truck, and this one actually doesn't have an engine coolant fill up. So this is the overflow. You actually want to add your coolant here, and so what an overflow is when it reaches the top here and it's running at the hottest capacity, it runs back down this tube and fills up in this, so that way it doesn't compress and explode. So you would just do the same thing, press down, turn, and add some coolant. You also want to check your service manual and make sure that you get the right coolant. Next thing you want to check is the oil, and the oil usually has a dipstick, always. And this one, it's up and over in the top here. Now you have to look for it. Generally they're yellow, and they'll say oil on them. So pull the dipstick, take your paper towel and wipe it off, and then slide it back in to the slot that it goes into, all the way down, and then pull it all the way back out. Now the way that a dipstick works is you want to be in the safe line anywhere in here, but you don't want to go above it or below it. If you go below it, you need to add some oil to your engine. If you want to add oil, then you need to locate where to fill it up. On this car, it's located right here. It's always connected to the engine cylinder. That may be on the left or the right hand side depending on the vehicle. On this one, it's on the passenger side. On my truck, it's located on the right hand side. Like I said, it's right under that valve cover. The operation is really general. You just crack it open and then add a little bit at a time, maybe a half a quart depending on how low you are, and go ahead and recheck the dipstick and do it again. And you can do this while the car is still hot, but you don't want to do it while it's running, because if you do it while it's running, the engine oil will be pumping through the vehicle and you won't get a precise reading on your oil measurement. Another thing that you need to check as far as fluid goes is your brake fluid. And the way that you can do that is they've got these marks on here to indicate that and shake it, but the best way to do it is just to open up the cap when nobody is pressing on the brake and look down in there and see how high it is instead of just going off the marks on the side, because these plastic bottles can get kind of discolored. A lot of the older models will have one of these where you have to lift up the plastic tabs and look down inside of it. Your transmission fluid, and this one's kind of tricky because on a lot of newer vehicles they kind of did away with allowing customers to be able to check their oil, and what they did is they inserted these little plugs over the cover, so now you have to go to a auto parts store and pick up a dipstick for it. So this one we won't be able to check right now. The truck, they were nice enough to add this, and this is from a 1997 Dodge Ram, and so it's got a dipstick on here, and you pull it and check your fluid. And then again on the dart, I know where this one is for sure because I installed this engine, and this one is located right here. It's the same thing, you just pull it out of there, check it, and I have no fluid in here at all, so, and then you just replace it back in. And that's generally something that you would want to take it to a shop to get the transmission fluid changed or adjusted, because to change out your transmission fluid you have to drop the pan and let it drain out that way. So if you guys would like to see a video on me changing the transmission fluid, go ahead and comment, and I will do my best to make a quick tip on how to do that. And that's that. Now you've learned how to check your car fluid if you're stuck on the side of the road, or if you're just at home and you just want to check your fluids to be sure you're safe before a long trip. If you like the content that I've been providing, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, if you hit the bell icon, you can stay up to date with my most recent content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.